Hi guys, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Tyranny. And yeah, let's explore the rest. These small barracks are nowhere near large enough to keep the Vendrian guard comfortable and well rested. Sleeping occurs in short shifts with soldiers rotating in and out of beds. Okay.
Right.
Let's explore the remainder of this place, and then we go talk to Tunon. See what he has to say about all of this. Bloodstains litter the training grounds. Vendrian Guard trainees spar in this area, perfecting their martial craft. Well, they didn't perfect it enough, seems. This seems to have an area in here, maybe. We have been in here.
Sorry, I can't.
Maybe not. I thought maybe like some secret place or something. Oh. Nice. Did we have access to this area before? Following Cairo's conquest, food has become far less plentiful in the tiers. The Vendrian Guard must make do with very little. Okay. Oh, there's stuff back here. I think I had looted these before. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. There's still more loot over here. What the heck? There, probably. Yeah. But I had gotten a scroll from here for magic. Locked Iron Gauntlet. This old book is fragile and hard to read, but there are legible plans in it for locked iron gauntlets. This item can be created with access to a Spire Forge upgrade and proper materials. Spire Forge upgrade. What the heck? There's loot here again. Oh, because we couldn't take it, right? That was the... yeah, these. Okay. So, let's go meet Tunon, I would say. Oh, we are outside now. This doesn't go directly to fast travel spot. So let's explore this. See if there's any secret areas.
Well, this is interesting.
Like this. Nice. This damage dates back to Cairo's initial conquest of the tiers. That is one of the few blemishes remaining is testament to the... what? That it is one of the few blemishes remaining is testament to the Vendrian Guard's reconstruction efforts. Okay. Good thing they reconstructed it for us. So is this all now like...
That wasn't so
ours?
hard.
Seems to be. How do we get there? There's a point there. What does that say? Spire outer wall. Wait, there's still more loot? Yeah, there is. We clicked the wrong thing.
I'm carrying too much.
Okay, okay. Don't get angry. So we could go out here. Main gate, there's some loot, there's some loot. Oh, we can't go to that area anymore.
I'm
it
carrying
seems.
too much.
Let's see. You and this thing. Is it better? More DPS, more accuracy, more range, less armor penetration, and more recovery. Why is it less penetration? What is devastating? One weapon on weapon crit, foe target, half meter push. Okay, and praying. This hammer is best handled during bonus damage for every 1% missing health. Okay. I think that one could be good for him, since he is our tank. Up there, oh yeah, there were still what's it called? Supplies. Traveling supplies up there. What is this? Is this a camp of the Wandering Guard? Okay. Let's keep moving. Let's go down here, loot this place. We already had looted these ones, I think, but since this is now ours, it seems to be restocked. Which I don't mind at all.
I'm carrying too much.
Let's explore the rest of the map. Not much to explore, it seems. Let's go get down here and see if we can find something here, for example. Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's go talk to Tunon. See what he is all about. Oh. Oh, I can't from here. Or can I? Wait. Sunset Spire? Do we have 2 quests? Find a way to Lethan's Crossing Spire. You have gained access to Haven. The region spire is attached to the old walls at the Lethan's Crossing settlement. I think that's the one that shows up here. Haven. Probably. Let's go there. Tunon's Court. 1 day, 17 hours. Okay. While making your way through the wilderness, you come upon several dense shrubs literally dotted with crimson berries. The fruits are plump and ripe, with a thin skin that gives slightly under the pressure of your touch, hinting at the juice within. Maybe Lantry, I would say. This is Budding Rose. He grasps a handful of berries from the bush and stuffs them into his bag. Consumed even in small quantities, these berries stoke the libidinous humors. Libidinous. Yeah, humors. Sadly, the berries almost always create dyspeptic calamities in the magically inclined. What the hell? He glances down at the pouch he just stuffed with berries, but sometimes the terrible stomach pains are worth feeling like a teenager again. Identify the plant. You recognize the plant as Budding Rose, a bush that produces edible berries. These are known as an aphrodisiac, commonly used in local festivals. Unfortunately, they also mildly toxic to practitioners of magic. Okay. You carefully pull several of the berries from the plant. Leave with berries. Budding Rose Toxin, -30 lore and -4 wits. Okay. You secrete the berries away. When you next check on them, you find that they've gone slightly off color and mushy. The smell wafting from the fruit reminds you of a corpse. Deciding it might make a worthwhile poison, you bottle the juices. The reeking pulp and the pouch you stored it in, on the other hand, you discard. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Oh, there's lots of people. Noble, 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 noble. Lady Lucretia, so that one has a name. Noble, noble, and court officer. Let's talk to this one then. This well-dressed older woman stands apart from the milling crowds of nobles. She stares off into the distance, oblivious to your approach, until you're right in front of her. Oh, greetings, she offers a reserved smile. And Lucretius, formerly of Thistleholm. You have the look of someone who belongs here, a Fatebinder, no doubt. She nods. Do you need something from me? Farewell. I'm not really interested in all of that. At least not now, maybe it becomes interesting later on. Who are these? Mocking Blaze? Bitter Quip. Oh, these are Blood Mulch. Is that Tunon? No, Fatebinder Kallio, Fatebinder Hogalos, and Fatebinder Nuvo. This is Tunon. Okay. Interesting. Wow, this place is huge. That's his throne? Yeah, he sure knows how to live up his thingy. Aurora, Sevius, and Albetronas. I hope it's voice acted.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army, but your conduct falls short of my expectations. The court finds your accounts of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, fouled with baseless accusation.
The shadows beneath Tunon's cloak darken and flare around him. Murmurs of unease erupt in the court. Listen. Your Honor, I have relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine why my version conflicts with his. She makes a dismissive gesture to the Scarlet Chorus representative. On my honor and that of the great general, I would sooner snap my sword than perjure myself before you, Archon. Oh, so you imply that falsehood comes easier to my lips than yours? You're a fool, if you believe the Archon of Justice won't see through your lies, because the disfavored think themselves better than an honest gang.
Silence! The contradictions in your statements will be examined, and falsities threshed from truths. If we find you have perjured yourselves, Bled and Mark will see to your fate.
Bled and Mark is Kairos' knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to Tunon the Adjudicator, serving in his capacity as the final word, to those who hold Kairos' law in contempt. You know the origin of the Archon of Shadows, or how Kairos maintains a hold on him. Those who anger the Archon never live long past sunset.
Fatebinder, we will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray. By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival. Tell us what transpired.
Could not agree on who should lead the siege and descend into accusations of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. The Archons have been of different minds since the start of this war. At least. I don't know since the beginning of the war, but at least since we have been here.
Your perspective is appreciated, but the dispositions of the two Archons are already a matter of record. Loyal subjects of Kairos have drawn blood from each other, a cardinal crime. Something happened at Vendrian's Well to trigger this feud.
The Archons could not agree on who should lead the siege and descend into accusations of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. The disfavored were more deserving of the honor. Our tactics and training outmatched the Vendrian Guard at every turn. What balderdash? The disfavored couldn't tip over a straw hat if they had a week to strategize. Our howling mob was better equipped to overwhelm the Venturing Guard. Our recruits were ready to throw themselves at the enemy, if only Ash and his legion would agree to a plan.
The Fatebinder presents testimony. I warn you both against speaking out of turn. Something more than a mere disagreement unraveled this campaign. But I will return to that in time. Let us speak of Ascension Hall. The disfavored sing your praises across the realm, though the Scarlet Chorus appeal for charges of treason. Perhaps you can offer a more enlightened account.
I claimed the citadel with a small unit of disfavored. Let's see. Oh, I claimed it by myself. No, it's here it says it's a lie. So I claimed the citadel with a small unit of disfavored.
An efficient solution. The type I would expect from a capable agent. Tell me though, with the edict looming overhead and death the price of failure, why not employ the numerical advantage of the Scarlet Chorus?
I didn't really suspect treachery. But he did provoke Ash at every turn. Oh, treachery, not treason. The voices of Narad provoked Ash at every turn. I suspected treachery. For a long while the adjudicator hovers in silence, shadows trailing from below his robes.
I will consider this testimony at length. The court thanks you for it. Is there anything you wish to add at this time?
I have told you all that I know.
Your testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me to wonder. A shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error. One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, I would advise starting there.
Okay.
Petitioners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder. Ascend and join me. You will find the way opened.
Oh, we leveled up. She got +1 dodge. Oh, okay, but she didn't level up yet. Wits, I would say. And greater renewal, maybe? Hit precision and ability to decipher ancient languages. Improves lore skill. Empowers Watcher's judgment to strike foes near the target with an arcane attack. Enemies have their endurance, will, and magic reduced. Maybe this one. You had a vision? No. Tunon has summoned you to act to a private audience. He awaits you on the terrace above his court in the Bastard City. Okay.
Of course.
Everyone,
Yes.
please. So they all level up independently. That's interesting. Many of these types of games level everyone up together. More or less, at least. Yeah, we are in the same
This civil
ballpark.
war, this feud, is an insult to Kairos' peace. It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers.
Tunon regards you in thoughtful silence. I agree, Your Honor.
Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus.
Okay.
Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the Tiers.
I will make this my mission, Your Honor.
As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name. But you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. Suffer not such obstructions of justice. The disfavored seem the logical first step in your inquiry. The Legion holds you in some esteem, and Graven Ash has shown deference to the court in times past. No doubt the disfavored will be rife with accusations and evidence against the voices of Nerat. Graven Ash is a noble man, but never underestimate his capacity for deception. A wise general succeeds by knowing when to be unreadable to the enemy. You should, of course, speak with the Scarlet Chorus and gather their testimony, but it stands to reason that most in the chorus would sooner brag about a pauldron fashioned from your skull than entertain your questions. Do not regret killing the rabble that impede your investigation. They will be easily replaced.
The Archon of War? Aren't there two? Oh no, the other is the Archon of Lies. Graven Ash were guilty, I'd imagine all his soldiers would lie for
I
him.
concur. Graven Ash has a reputation for honor and nobility, but nobody is above reproach. If he is guilty of treachery in some fashion, his loyal soldiers will not be the ones to betray him. But if anyone is conducting a symphony of lies, common sense would point to the voices of Nerat.
Okay.
Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel. The Scarlet Chorus leader in Plainsgate is set on taking the disfavored's holdings with lethal force. Rumors of aggressive chorus posturing are commonplace, but if you are in the Stone Sea, it would be wise to investigate. The Oathbreakers were reported to be using iron armaments, more than they might acquire from looting what few disfavored they killed. Any iron in the tiers not rusted through was made by forge-bound hands in Lethian's Crossing. Between craftsman and quartermaster, someone let iron fall into enemy hands. Investigate this matter and bring the thieves to justice. There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic.
Though it is impossible to gauge from his expression, Tunon seems more wary than usual. What concerns the court, Your Honor?
In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire. Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
Tunon hovers in observance, awaiting a response. I was only doing my job, Your Honor.
Your sense of obligation to your role is admirable, but modesty will not recommend you to the task ahead. Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest potential. You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title. Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again.
Understood. I will be known as a champion of justice. I look forward to chaining chaos to my will. To chaining chaos to my will. I will be known as a champion of justice, chaining chaos to my will. Great deeds will define me. Champion of justice? Maybe, I mean, if we play the role. It is a role-playing game after all. No, I will chain chaos to my will.
So long as order and Kairos' law follow in your wake, you may dispatch chaos however you see fit. You are dismissed. Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tiers in Kairos' name.
Tunon rasps his gavel against the floor, the singular note resounding throughout the hall. And he disappeared. Wasn't there supposed to be an animation? Maybe not. Quests. The Trial of Archons. Tunon is displeased with the chaos that emerged from Vendrian's Well, and believes that one of the warring Archons may be principally responsible for the civil war that now grips the tiers. As you travel the younger realms, take note of any evidence or of negligence, incompetence, or outright treason found within the disfavored or scarlet chorus. All uncovered evidence will be listed here. The disfavored attempted to bribe you to get iron weapons during the conquest. The disfavored were ineffectual at getting Cairn, the Archon of Stone, to follow orders. All uncovered and oh, we have no attempted to bribe you to get iron weapons during the conquest. And the disfavored were ineffectual at getting Cairn, the Archon of Stone, to follow orders. Okay. The War of the Archons has begun. Support Graven Ash's initial attempts to pacify the tiers. General has regrouped his forces at the mountain fortress of Iron Heart. Travel there to discuss the Archon of War's next move. Barrick requested that you petition Tunon, the adjudicator, to have his armor removed. Speak with Tunon at his court in the Bastard City. Investigate the spires. Okay. But Tunon is gone now, so we can't... Oh yeah, we can talk to him. Here he is. You return. It is gratifying to see that the war has not caused you to forget your roots. I have a request from Barrick of the Stone Shields. And what does Barrick of the Stone Shields want of the court? He has made his displeasure known in a loud enough voice to collapse the tiers upon each other. The adjudicator glares down at Barrick. He came to inquire if the Forge-bound could help remove his armor. If he has become encased in iron, that is none of the court's concern. My forge-bound smiths are occupied crafting weapons for the army, and I would not have their focus diverted to liberate one soldier from his raiment. Stone Shield, Do the disfavored not have standards for the upkeep of arms and armor? Is this not one of your Archon's guiding principles? It is, Your Honor, but I found myself trapped in this junk pile after the Edict of Storms hit Stalwart. If you want to blame anyone, it should be Kairos. What? The adjudicator contemplates the matter in total silence. The moment drags on far longer than you would suspect it warrants, but Tunon's interest does not abate for a moment. The soldier will remain encased in his armor, eccentric though it may be, and all subjects of Kairos are forbidden to aid in its removal. Whoa. Magic, the likes of which none of us understand, has touched the stone shield. He will not interfere with the will of Kairos. But I'm trapped, Barrack trails off, looking to you for answers. Say nothing. Such is the will of Kairos and the will of the court. Tunon nods and bangs his gavel. Ah, you tried, and I suppose that counts for something. The adjudicator didn't say anything about me bending my way out of here, at least. Not that trying has ever made it better. I have no more questions. Then be on your way. Okay, I guess Barrack... Tunon ruled that Barrack is to remain in his armor and forbade citizens of Kairos Dominion from helping him remove it. Perhaps you should discuss Barrack's predicament with him. Of Kairos Dominion, maybe someone from outside? Someone else? Only the slightest nod of Barrack's domed helm offers any indication that the soldier noticed your approach. Didn't turn out like you hoped, did it? On the contrary, I expected little else from the court. The Archon's decision changes nothing. I have persevered to this point. I shall continue to do so, for the sake of General Ash and the Nord. That sounded very convincing. He stares at you, saying nothing. There may be another way. Your master was very specific in his sentence. He forbade not only assistance from the Forgebound, but from anyone, anywhere in the world. No, the Archon forbade any subject of Kairos to aid you. Perhaps some other way to free you will present itself. Your optimism does you credit, Fatebinder, though I fear it misapplied. The Forgebound will be curious about you regardless. The articulation on your armor is incredible. At the very least, we should let them take a look at you. My armor is unique. Perhaps it can teach them something that will aid the disfavored. We can find the Forgebound at their smithy in Lethian's Crossing, he nods. Let us leave, Fatebinder. I worry that my presence offends these nobles' precious sensibilities. He bows his head to you and moves away, trailing behind him the wafting reek of a fetid privy. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's really bad. What? Oh, is that the killer dude? No. Bledden Mark. Welcome back, kid. Amusing as it Would have been to watch the edict drop. I guess I'm glad you lived. Bladen Mark, Archon of the Shadows, rouses from a faraway stare, turning to face you with a wry smile. Though he stands still, he seems to sift in and out of the shadows that surround him. That's the dude, okay. Here you drew your rings on Graven Ash's side. Not a bad bet to pick the Archon of War, but tell me the truth. Did you go with Ash because it seemed like the right thing to do, or because supporting the voices was a worse option? The elderly, Archon of the elderly. Neither Archon was at their best, but Graven Ash is the more capable warlord. The disfavored are nothing if not blindly devoted to their general, and though few in number, they are surprisingly difficult to kill. I don't have to like it, to understand it. We both have our ways for turning the tides of war. All that matters is that the Edict of Execution was stayed. Those stationed at Vengeance Well should be thanking you for their lives. Now I assume you're off to go meet with Ash, but first you and I need to have a little chat. You listening? Everyone's keeping an eye on you, because you did something nobody has done before. Got a guess as to what that might be? I'm the first Fatebinder to awaken a spire of the old vault? You're not wrong, that was definitely a shock, but I doubt it's the sole reason you've made the tears tremble. Proclaiming an edict isn't new. Neither is surviving or resolving the commandments of an edict. But you're the first to proclaim and resolve the very same edict, and it didn't kill you. Oh, proclaim and resolve the same edict, and it didn't kill me. In one fell swoop, you survived your second edict, resolved the very one you had proclaimed, and woke an arcane structure that had slept for several centuries. So why are you telling me this? Did I do something wrong? Calm down, kid. This isn't a list of charges. He thumbs the blade of a dagger and grins. Prosecution isn't part of my job description. Executing a judgment, well, that's another matter. I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you're in now that you've put yourself on the map. Sticking with the disfavored is a smart idea, kid. At least smarter than getting mixed up with the Archon of Secrets. You'll never really be one of them, but if you value Ash's warriors, they'll serve you the best they can. Thanks for the advice. The Archon of Shadows shrugs to you in farewell, but his golden eyes are alight with interest as he watches you. Okay, can we get out now? Yes, we can. Oh, we can't wander around in town. That's a shame. I think Iron Heart. That's where Graven Ash is. Oh, we can't go to these? Location unreachable. 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 This is my spire. Yeah, let's go back to here. Lethian's Crossing. Oh, damn. We are almost at 40 minutes. Damn it. I was just going to say when we reach there we are going to save. A group of mercenary members of the Bronze Brotherhood are blocking the road to Lethian's Crossing. Yeah, I hope we can save. Looks like we can. Okay, So yeah, guys, that will be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Come back for more next time, and I will see you soon.